Right guys, Mike Crossfield here. We're going to do a little bit of putting ideas with GolfOnline, trying to help you lower your scores. Let's think about start direction. So being able to start your putt online, the line you choose, is a key skill when it comes to putting. So what I want you to do when you're out practicing or on your putting greens or on your carpets at home is once you've lined your putt up, I want you to pick a spot literally 3-4 inches in front of the ball. So I'm going to go with this greener patch here, just the left side, and I'm going to try and aim my putter at this point rather than a point in the distance. I'm going to try and hit the putt and actually just see if that ball goes over that point. So you can see I missed it low right, so it wasn't my starting point. I started that putt exactly over the point I thought I wanted to. It's the read in that situation isn't as good as it could have been. And that's really going to allow you to understand where your putting is going wrong. So rather than spending hours with lines on the floor, you know, really lining kind of your putter up, you need to be able to see if its starting point, so how you're delivering the face, if that face is left or right, that's going to dictate most of where that starting point of that ball comes off. Or is it your line, or is it a mixture of both? Not being able to measure that, obviously if you haven't got machines to measure that like Sam Putt Lab, which I would use in a lesson, but just in a gaming or even practice environment on yourself, picking that point in front of you is going to challenge how you start that putt on the intended line that you think you should. If you're starting them on your intended line but the read isn't so good, think about green read. If you start them on the intended line and they're going in subject to pace, then you're on a winner. If they're not starting on that intended line, there you have to work. Get your lines out, get the feeling of that face opening and closing, some different grips, maybe different shaped putters to promote some different feelings to help you start it on your intended line. You've got to test yourself. That's how you find out if you're winning or not. Test yourself. You're testing yourself with your scores. You want to make sure you're trying to test the correct skills. That's how you're going to get better.